what's up? There's a good reason that you're not making the sales that you want to make in your business, specifically your fitness business or wellness business, right? And it's really easy. The reason, number one reason, if you have no time to watch this video, is you're not scripting enough. You're just not practicing enough, and that's why you're not selling. I mean, it's really easy, but people don't want to do it because it's awkward, right? So when it comes to scripting, what do you do? Where do you start? Just real quick for you, here's a couple things that you can do to make it really easy for you. First is understand the purpose of the conversation that you're scripting, right? And what I mean by that is if you're talking to a lead on the phone and you want them to come in for a free trial or their first appointment or whatever the case is, your script or your purpose that you're practicing is simple. What information does the customer need to get them through the door? They don't need all the information, right? Like that's problem number two is people give too much information. So step number one is what information does the customer need or prospect need to take the next step in the process, whether that's coming in for the first thing or explaining what's going to happen that day. Like each of these micro conversations should be highly scripted, but yet it's so natural that it doesn't sound like it's scripted. And that's the main mistake that most people are making. They're just winging it, and then they're over talking, over explaining, and people at the end of the day don't close on sales because they truly just need to think about it. And if somebody needs to think about it, sometimes that means you just gave them too much information and they just need to think about it because you gave them so much freaking information, right? So understand the purpose of your script. And if you're not scripting, you're not selling as much as you could, right? You might be selling well, you might not be selling at all, but people that sell really good, they script a lot. The second thing is stop talking so much, right? Stop over providing information. Really, you provide so much information that the customer has to stop and say, I don't know what to do, right? You have to provide them the right information to take them from point A to point B. Now, sometimes point A to point B is not the full close on the membership or the deal or whatever it is that you're doing. Sometimes you have to have micro steps in between. And what I mean by that is to get somebody that's an internet lead off your website to come in, let's say to your gym for a free class or a studio tour, facility tour. What information do they need to feel confident to show up, right? And that varies based on people, but they don't need to know what the macros should be. They don't need to know, all this like end of the day stuff. What are they going to do that day? What the workout program is going to be? Who their trainer is? What's going to happen inside of their muscle fibers as they're moving? Nobody cares. What information does that client need to show up and to make sure that they show up for the call in this example? Now, you over provide, you confuse them. When they show up, what information do they need to get them signed up? And then after they sign up, what information do they need to stay coming back and to become a long-term customer? So providing all the information in the first conversation leads to people just abandoning. It's too much. So you're not closing as much sales because you're not scripting, and then you don't know what to say in the micro scripts of your whole process. You're providing too much information. And the last thing is role play. I mean, if you role played your sales conversations and your individual scripts, let's say daily, I mean, that might be seeing much from weekly, you would double your sales immediately, right? Like sales isn't that difficult if you have a good product or solution and you have prospects that are truly need that product or solution. But if you're just winging it, running off the bat, don't know what you're doing, you're wasting money, you're wasting your marketing dollars and your spend, and there's really no magic trick. There's no like secret formula. Not a lot of online people have all these guru tricks and tones and all that stuff does matter. Don't get it wrong. But that's not what your problem is. Your problem is you're just not practicing enough. You just don't have enough reps. We all have that problem. How can you get more reps? I mean, nowadays you can role play with AI. you don't even need real customers. But role play with your team, make them do it. It's the most awkward thing in the world to be in a team meeting situation. I know I did it with my team, and you're like, all right, act like I'm the prospect and sell me the membership, right? And make them walk it through it. If they can do it like 80% good in front of you, where they're the most nervous, especially assuming that you're the boss or the manager, then they're really going to do great in front of the prospect when they're in a little bit more relaxed scenario. Same thing on the phone, sit back to back, make people call. All great salespeople practice often and frequently. They're never too good to practice and to role play. So if you want to close more sales, this is exactly what you need to do. Know what you're going to say, don't over explain, and just practice. Practice, practice, practice. Get the free reps in with your team, with your family, with your friends, with AI, and then you'll close more deals at the end of the day. If this was helpful, like, comment, share it with friends, and we'll see you on the next one.